Coming up this week on the OK Bloomer podcast.
Blossom is down in the kitchen in the middle of the night. She's taking shots of milk. Buzz comes down. She asks why he's down there. Man, I'm down here to refuel. Gross.
Yeah.
Fucking gross.
Where's that Gatorade with all the electrolytes?
And we'll play a little game here, Curtis.
Okay.
Buzz married her in this episode. Will we ever see her again on the show?
Hold on, I'm going to make this work. Phenom. Will I ever see her again, Phenom?
I do not. I do not.
Didn't mean to play it twice, but it almost
That
worked.
was great.
It worked.
That was amazing.
It totally worked double because we do not. She's in the pit. We never see her again.
Don't know about the future. Don't.
They don't care about the future, because they live it in the past. Sal and Curtis are taking all 5 seasons of Blossom to task. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll be weak in the knees. This show's got more range than this on the keys. Only gal in the house, and that's how she goes. One brother was a junkie, and the other one was. Weekly lessons coming fast in the Russo flat. Blossom's teenage girl problems are as big as her hat. So take your opinionations and make them shine. It's the OK Bloomer podcast, and it's about damn time.
Don't know. Don't know.
Here it is, another episode of the OK Bloomer podcast. I'm going to do that again because I don't know why I always look to the side. Weird tick I have. 3, 2, 1. You're watching the OK Bloomer podcast with Curtis Anderson and Sal Accardo. It's the podcast you didn't know you needed, but now you do. But don't worry, because we're going to come at you every single week with a new episode as we go back and we watch every single episode of the 90s hit sitcom Blossom, and we wax nostalgia. We take ourselves back to the early 90s and how much better life was, and all the lessons that Don Rio and his team behind Blossom can teach us that maybe still apply today, maybe they don't. But as usual, we're just kicking ass and taking names. We've got our rolling rock cups. Our rocks are rolling, Limp Bizkit's rolling, the cast is rolling. Sal, it's been a great day.
It has been.
Let's keep going,
It has
man.
been. I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, man. I wore this hat for you today, by the way.
Oh, no, he's rapping out there. That's
Yeah, dude.
amazing. That's a
Yeah.
nice hat.
Yeah,
You got that during your time here?
I did.
Brand new.
One of the
That's
last
a great
times,
hat.
yeah, one of the last times I came back to. Remember, we went to a game one time. You were working it, and then we just went to watch the game. And I was like, I gotta buy a Blades hat.
I do remember that. That's a nice hat. They don't. It's been
Yeah?
years
They don't
since
make
they
these
made hats that nice. No, they're all
Awesome.
like flat brimmed crap now. I look like a narc
Yeah, it's not
when
my
I wear
style.
one. Yeah, I wear one.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey kids, do you know where I can
Yeah.
find the drugs? I would like to buy the drugs, kids. I just look like
Yeah,
a
it's like
narc.
Steve Buscemi on that 30 Rock, where he's like How do you do, fellow students?
And
Yeah,
everybody tells
totally.
me dad hats are back in, and I'm like, cool, this is a dad hat. That's fine, I'll take it. I know I'm old.
Yeah,
You gotta own
it's,
it.
I have a very oddly shaped head, and like dad hats don't sit on my head properly. They just I've tried it. They just look weird. So
I've never noticed.
nah.
thought-
That's because I don't wear them.
I thought your head was a splendid shape.
Well,
Yeah.
it's I appreciate.
I was just
that.
telling Phenom on the ride over here. I said, have you ever noticed the shape of Sal's head? Splendid.
Well,
marvelous
You can't.
even.
Oh well. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one thing I really enjoy about Sal. It's his personality. Number 2, shape. Right?
All right, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, very kind.
I
very
promised
kind.
a story in my hand last episode.
Oh,
We're gonna
that's
start with that.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to get to it.
So we inherited a whole bunch of stuff from my parents as we moved them out of their house and into a condo, and one was their treadmill. We have a giant treadmill in our basement. It's like a industry sized gym treadmill that we got.
Wow.
And I liked my parents better because it's kind of smaller, and I don't need all the bells and whistles. I don't need the stupid incline and the heart rate monitor, and you hook it up to your, I just don't need that, and we never use it. And this thing takes up half the basement, so I was
Right.
like, okay, let's sell this giant one that's supposed to be in a gym, and let's keep my parents' smaller one. So I take it apart, and we're carrying it up the stairs, and it's got this giant base, and when you're not using it, you're supposed to like lift it up, so it doesn't take up your whole basement. So it's got this
Okay.
it's got this hydraulics thing where as soon as you start moving it, the hydraulics do the rest of the work, and it goes brings it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can visualize that? Okay.
Yep.
You're still with me? So we're
I
carrying
gotcha.
it up the stairs, and for whatever reason, it triggers the hydraulics, and this thing opens up on my hand. And it
Oh,
like
yeah.
We were at the top of the steps.
I was
to
at
be
the
clear.
top. Okay, I was at the top
We
of
were
the
not
step.
in the middle of the steps.
Well, I was kind of in the middle of the step. No, I guess I was at the very top. It's a blur. Phenom was kind of out the back door. We were struggling to get it through the two doorways because we were at the top of the stairs and then the little landing and then out the back door, and it was jammed, and then we were turning it, and so then it opened on my hand, and it like legitimately actually crushed my hand. But the scariest part was I didn't know if it had fully extended. So I was using my crushed hand and my good hand to try to like I was flexing, trying to keep it from opening anymore because I didn't know,
Yeah.
like I didn't have another half inch. It had already crushed my hand, and I'm like, if it goes any further, like it's gonna grind my bones to dust. So I'm sitting there like
Ew.
struggling, and I'm like, call 911, and Phenom's calling 911. My daughter's
Oh
bawling
my
her eyes
God.
out. Oh yeah, no, it was like alarmingly crushed. It wasn't just stuck. Like I thought my finger was like gone, and
Oh my
it
God,
sucked.
man.
So we're calling the ambulance, and they're like, "Can you spell your street? What's your emergency?" And I think we're underselling it, and that's not on Phenom. That was on both of us. We're like, "My hand's stuck in exercise equipment," and I didn't want to sound frantic because like my daughter was right there too, and she
Right.
was already nervous. I didn't want to be like, "My God, my fucking hand is." Anyway, so I'm trying to keep it, not make my daughter lose her mind. So I don't think the urgency maybe was in the call. So 5 minutes go by, there's no sirens. I'm like, they ain't coming, and I can't hold on anymore. So I have to like take that breath and let go and be like, well, either it is fully extended and this is as bad as it's going to get, or it's going to keep going another like half foot and I'm going to pass out as it grinds my hand bones into dust. And so I was like, well, and then the funniest thing that went through my head was, remember the Simon Hyatt episode where I was like, I'm trying to get the Kingslayer nickname caught?
Yeah.
The whole thing about
Yeah.
that character was he lost a hand. I was like, well, if nothing else, I'm going to wake up in the hospital and people will finally call me the Kingslayer because I'll be down to one hand. So
Oh
I
my
let
God,
go.
dude, this is crazy.
Yeah. So I let go, and it was full. It didn't move anymore. It was fully extended. I was like, okay, so this is as bad as it gets, and it sucked. Like I was in a
Yeah.
lot of pain, but I wasn't like passing out. But it hurt. So
Right.
then at that point, I was just drenched in sweat, and I was like, okay, I got to take matters into my own hands. And I just started like moving my fingers around, and I started like, because they were so wet at this point, I freed them. I freed the first three,
Yeah.
and then the last one I had to like really rip out. And it's not as dire to look at as a little overexposed there, but I've got some bandages and some damage, and still doesn't really feel great. It's a little tender, but
Wow,
I was
man.
definitely in shock after because I laid down on the kitchen floor.
No kidding.
And Phenom was like going through the checklist on Wikipedia. He's like, "Do you feel nauseous?" I was like, "Yes." And he's like, "Are you gonna puke?" I was like, "I don't think so." And he's like, "Well, it says I'm supposed to roll you on your side." I'm like, "Don't touch me." And I thought I was there for like 5 minutes, and apparently I was there for like 45. So there's a little bit of time loss, and it wasn't good. Was not a not a good day in the old Anderson house.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
Yep.
I mean, how do you come to terms with the fact that you may have like lost your hand completely?
I know you didn't watch Game of Thrones, but I was like, oh, at least I get to roll around in the hot tub going, Jamie, my name is Jamie, which is really funny if you've seen the show.
I'm sure it is.
Because that was
I'm
where he
sure
kind
it
of
is.
loses it when he finally
my
realizes he only
God,
has one
man.
hand.
What a story.
Yeah.
Ah.
And the worst part is like there wasn't like a ton of visual damage. Like I don't know.
Right.
I haven't like had the nerves checked. Like it's not great.
You haven't gone to a doctor about this at all?
No. Because like
All right.
it hurts in the morning when I wake up and I haven't been moving it. It's kind of stiff.
Yeah.
But like right now during the day, it's like it's still screwed on my. I had to roll the skin back down like a blind over my knuckle.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
that wasn't great. But like
I
it,
didn't need
honestly,
to
like
hear
you have
that.
to look pretty close to see that it's still swollen, and I've got these weird like indent. Like I don't even know what it is. There's just like a
Okay.
big indent in my hand. So
Wow.
all
And
things.
you destroyed your wedding ring in the process.
Well, no, I took my wedding ring off because I was like, I don't know if my
Ah.
hand is gonna
Gotcha.
expand. So I took my wedding ring off, and I wanted to cheat on my wife. So it was like good excuse. I'm joking, people.
I thought the ring was destroyed. I thought that's what it was.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
I don't think
that's
joke.
crazy.
I was like, Coldplay's coming to town. Topical.
Oh, how relevant!
By
is
the
that
time
gonna
this
be?
airs,
This is coming out like late August.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's gonna be like
Although-
6 things since then.
As of recording right now, I cannot get enough of these memes. It's been a great
Taking
week.
over my day.
Oh my
I've
God,
been
so
adding
good.
them on my phone with my one good hand constantly to social media. There's been so many good ones. And the one was funny was Kingslayer and his sister getting caught on the Jumbotron. No,
Nice.
it's good
Nice.
stuff. So I
Yeah.
still don't have a cool nickname, and I have 2 hands like a oh.
Don't worry, Curtis. That nickname is coming soon.
I know there's other things I can do to get the nickname, but my sister Deb says no. So
Oh God, dude.
I think losing the hand might be the better way to go. I don't know.
All right, Phenom, let's move on. What do we got this week?
We got season 3, episode 17, Car Wrecks and Marriages.
Shout
Directed
out
by-
Auntie Deb.
Shout out Auntie Deb. Directed by Ted Wass, written by J.J. Wall. First aired on January 18th, 1993 to 24.5 million viewers. Disney Plus says 6 persuades Blossom to give her some last-minute driving tips. IMDb says Nick leaves Buzz in charge of the house while he's away. 6 wrecks Nick's car, and Buzz gets married. Joey meets bikini models. TVDB says 6 begs Blossom to accompany her on a final practice drive before getting her license. Buzz announces he has gotten married. Joey is visited by 2 beautiful models, but no one will believe him.
Unacceptable.
Oh God. All right. Well, back to the cold open here. 6 Vinny and Blossom are on the couch. Six is wearing a Blossom hat again. She's telling a joke, and you can tell that Vinny isn't into it. And then she gets up to make them popcorn. And then Vinny's like, as soon as she leaves, Vinny's like, what do we adopt this chick or what? Like he's like not into it at all. He's like, she's like the wacky neighbor from every sitcom. And it's like, wow, way to hit the nail right on the head there. Like,
Yeah, way to break down that 4th wall, Vinny.
yeah. Good one, JJ Wall. So Vinny wants to get rid of her. And then Blossom's like, all right, well, who can we dump her on? Like, just terrible.
This is new. This is out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
Suddenly Vinny's sick of 6.
Yeah. He's like, well, there's always Louis Spiguza. And Blossom calls him a complete and total moron. And then 6 comes back in and suggests they go to the observatory tomorrow. And Blossom's like, yeah, call Louis Spiguza. And it's always like some dumb Italian name too.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah.
So this was my take. I said, oh, guess what? They spun the wheel, and this week they landed on loyal boyfriend Vinny, who does want to sleep with Blossom.
Yeah.
That's what we get this week. And yeah, they have a lot of fun. They dunk on, they drag some guy named Spicosa, and I feel like that's an Italian joke, so I just let it breathe, Sal.
Yeah.
So here it goes.
Well
Phenom! Get ready. It asks if I want to skip the intro, and
I do not.
Let us know which wrestler he was parodying there.
it was never you'll know when I get to the divas. I only know Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels, so I'm kind of out.
Yeah. All right. Well, it was a good run while it lasted.
It was fun. It was a good 2-episode gag. But absolutely, let me know in the comments who I should act like when the studio audience yells, I do not. Bigger and better
So
things.
we get Carell draw. Buzz and Nick are in the living room, and I put, oh boy, here we go. So Nick is just dropping shit everywhere. Buzz tells him to relax. Nick is like, it's hard to relax when I'm going away, and Buzz is in charge. And then Buzz says, will it make you feel any better if I got Woody Allen over here to come and babysit? So another shot. Like, how did it take until 2018 for this guy to get canceled? Like,
I don't know. Right? And also,
They're referencing this all over the place in 1992 and 1993.
the dead horse called, and he's like, "Can you quit beating me?"
Yeah. So I guess Nick's going on a trip. Doesn't say where or why. As soon as Nick leaves, he goes, "All right, kids, you're on your own." Uh, Buzz is going to Vegas. Nudes on ice. But he actually says he's going downtown to pick up a check, and he'll be back in a few hours.
There's a lot going on. So
Yeah.
here's my take. It says, we start with Corel Draw. Mess. I couldn't make heads or tails of that. It was just colors.
Yeah.
All right. I said, I don't even know what I'm looking at. Nick is nervous because he's leaving Buzz in charge. He's nervous because he's leaving his adult kids with his father-in-law.
I thought that was weird too.
They're like Anthony's
Blossom's the
25.
youngest, and she's 16 years old.
Yeah. And then Buzz says, I'm inviting Woody Allen over because he's a pedophile. That's the joke. Nick picks up a small purse and then a big purse, and he has to go. And then as soon as he leaves, Buzz is like, well, you're on your own. Yeah, I'm off to Vegas for Nudes on Ice. And we continue to shuttle through writers. J.J. Wall is back, and Blossom is wearing a Super Mario Brothers fire flower necklace for some reason.
Nice. Love it.
Yeah.
So Blossom's up in her room. Six walks in, and she says that she heard about Joey's party. And then Blossom says, yeah, but so did Nick, so it's not happening anymore, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yep.
So then Six says she's taking a road test tomorrow, and she wants Blossom to take her out to practice one last time. And Blossom's like, well, I can't do that. That's illegal. Like, you have to have an adult driving with you. And then Six threatens her with blackmail. And she's like, all right, she's your friend, first of all. And then she's like, oh, you can't blackmail me. You don't have anything on me. And she goes, Richard Malone. And then Blossom agrees to take her. Sure.
A weird dynamic between these two.
Yeah.
Six has never really bullied Blossom before. It was weird.
Yeah. I thought it was weird too.
Nope, but all right, she takes her driving, okay?
Yeah. So Tony and Joey are in the living room. Joey's like looking in the mirror, doing like a funny dance.
And he's like thrusting against the mirror, like at the mirror. It was kind of funny.
And Tony's like, you sure you're gonna be all right by yourself? He's like, yeah. So then Tony leaves to go to work.
Let's go.
And then what happens here, Curtis?
Oh, the doorbell rings, and we're back to Married with Children. Because two models show up at the front door, and they're like, hi, we're finalists from the bikini competition, but we have a flat tire and need to use your phone. Like, really?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we keep
Joey
flashing.
knows exactly who they are, of course.
Yeah.
Because he said that he called the 900 number and voted for them like hundreds of times to win the bikini contest.
So then we view this through the lens of Joey's mind, because every time he looks down and looks back up, the girls are in their bikinis instead of their regular clothes. And then they go,
Did you notice their regular clothes, though?
They
both look like they were dressed like the green and blue Power Rangers with what they were wearing.
It's fair.
Yeah.
Whore. Yeah. And then they go, Joey keeps like wincing as he thinks about these girls in their state of undress. And they go, are you okay? And he goes, I may have pulled a muscle. I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then one girl though is awesomely wearing Cody Rhodes' jacket.
Yeah, totally.
And the other girl has a baseball jacket on, and we don't reference that.
Yeah.
This is like Joey's dream girl right here. She's wearing a freaking leather jacket with like a baseball diamond on. He's just like, oh, whatever.
Yeah. He runs to the front closet to get a camera to take a picture of them. But, well, I have no film. And then he gets the camcorder but doesn't know how to use it. What a conundrum he's in.
For some reason, we learn their names, Monica Buck and April Storm.
Yeah.
Was that their real names? Am I jumping
It was
ahead?
their real names.
Okay, I felt like that was very unnecessary information to add. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they leave an answering machine message for him, and I got to switch batteries again. Sal, keep going. We're running out here. We're running out.
All right. Yeah, so the whole thing is that Joey, he got the cameras out to try and take pictures of them because nobody believes that they're going to be at his house. And then he asked them to spend the night with him. And they're like, well, how's that going to make people believe we're here? And he's like, well, who cares? So that was pretty funny. So yeah, he gets them to record a message on their answering machine. And then literally 2 seconds later, the tow truck is there to help them out and they have to leave. So Joey falls backwards onto the couch. He's all distraught. Tony walks back in and then records over their message. And I was like, I don't understand the point of any of this.
No.
Yeah.
Also, if I had a trucking company, I'd call it Camel Tow Truck. That was my joke there. No, you can
Nice.
laugh at that. It's good. That's funny.
I could laugh at it.
You
You're
could.
right.
You're choosing not to? All right. That's fine. You'll wake up a week from now and realize how funny that is.
Yeah,
It's
Camel
probably,
Toe is
honestly,
very
it's probably also been done. I will put that in the old search engine tomorrow and see at work
good. All right.
what pops up.
Good idea.
So Blossom and Six return, and Six says, I can't believe we wrecked the car. And Blossom mocks her, I can't believe we wrecked the car. And then
she's
the
holding
little
a
girl from
hubcap
Full
as they
House
come in.
pops in and goes, there's a car in the kitchen. That's what that reminded me of. Remember when someone drove a car in the kitchen in Full House? That's one of my few Full House messages. And stupid Michelle Tanner. There's a car in the kitchen. They're like, shut up, you stupid kid.
Blossom's carrying the hubcap, and she's really mad because
Classic.
Six drove into a wall, and I was like Mac and Charlie. So Six is like, well, your dad's not back till tomorrow. We should take the place. We
Is
should
that
take the car
Project
into that.
Badass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's the one. It's the one where I think they do it again in that one, but there's the one where they pretend to kill themselves.
Oh yeah.
And they destroy Dee's car, but then they do it again in that one. She gets a new car and they destroy it again. Six says they should take their car into that place that's called the Body Shop, and the joke is that it's actually a strip club. And Blossom's calling around. They get quotes for $1,000, and that's when Vinny comes in to save the day. He says they'll fix the car at the auto shop at school, and we'll get it done before Nick comes home. So that's their plan.
Blossom is dressed like the nanny, like Fran Drescher.
Yeah.
And they're going to fix the car themselves. But then here comes Vinny. And he has an idea. He can get the car into the shop. No big deal. Bada boom, bada bing. Fix it up like new.
Bada boom, bada bing.
Hey,
I know someone.
Sweetheart, I'll fix your car.
For you.
Did you forget I'm Italian? Bada boom, bada bing. I'll fix it up like new. Don't worry. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Don't worry yourself, sweet chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anthony and Joey are fighting about whether bikini models were here or not. And I said, how was last week's Rio written episode better than JJ Walls this week?
Dude,
I don't know.
Everybody's story in this episode sucks.
Yes. Buzz returns with some 80-year-old skank, and they just got married. Swerve with the swerve with the swerve, bro. She's a famous French movie star, too.
Yeah, I really do not know what to do with this episode.
Somebody put about 2 months worth of scripts in the blender this week.
Yeah.
This is what came out.
There's just too much going on. So we get a Carell drawback. Buzz, Joey, and Tony are on the couch. Buzz said he met her at the bar at the Beverly Hills Hotel. Buzz and her danced, and she said he danced like a cloud. And then we get a hard cut to Blossom, and this woman's name is Genevieve in the kitchen. And she said, I actually said Buzz danced like a clod. They got married at a chapel. They paid some blind shoe shine guy to be the witness, and her maid of honor was the blind shoe shine guy's wife. Blossom is questioning everything about their marriage, and I was just like, this episode is so weird and all over the place. And then Buzz is basically like, well, I got to get my bride, and we're going to go to bed and bang.
Yeah.
But then, Joey doesn't get it. He's like, oh, yeah, you must be really tired after a long day. And he's like, no, Joey, that's not why. They just got married. And then Buzz just, keeps creepily nodding at him until he figures it out.
Yeah. To be fair, old people having sex is really gross to think about. So I'm with you on that one, Joey. I'd put off thinking about that as long as I could as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have anything else for that scene?
Just that you missed the one joke where Grandpa's like, yeah, I met this girl and she was slurring her words, and I was like, all right, but then find out she's just French.
Take
So
that, I guess.
she wasn't drunk and easy prey for Buzz. Turns out she was French. That's
Okay.
my takeaway from that. All right.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. So Blossom is down in the kitchen in the middle of the night. She's taking shots of milk. Buzz comes down. She asks why he's down there. Man, I'm down here to refuel. Gross.
Yeah.
Fucking gross.
Where's that Gatorade with all the electrolytes?
Yeah, so then Blossom tells him the story about how Six wrecked the car. And then Buzz agrees to take the blame for it, which is like, all right.
No.
Yeah. Blossom asks how he's so casual about marriage. And I wrote, I'm not really paying attention here.
It's fair.
Because I don't care at this point.
Yeah, the bikini models return. Are we there? Like, there's just this. Things are just happening in this episode, and I can't really.
Yes. So it's like we get too many cooks of the daytime, so it's the next day. At
the
Russo
bikini
house.
models come back, and then Joey's like, "Can just one of you have sex with me?"
Well, Joey's like bummed to see them when they come back too.
Yeah,
he's like,
no one's gonna believe me.
Yeah.
And then
it was like, why are they even happening? Why did they even come back?
So then he asks the one to have sex with him, and she's like, no, I can't do that. And then he turns and looks at the other one, and she goes, well, I would have, but I hate being second choice. And I thought that was pretty funny.
It was actually funny. Like, after he asked the first one and she turns him down, there's like a good 5-6 seconds of silence as Joey like slowly turns his head towards the other one.
And so they stop by to thank him for letting them use his phone.
Yeah.
So like, are they on the way back from the competition? This is so stupid. This is just like so lazy. And they brought him a moon pie and a little chocolate. You guessed it, Ross Perot.
Yeah.
So what is it with this show and Ross Perot? And the whole joke is they're like, oh, it's life size because like he's small.
Yeah, it's like a little chocolate Ross Perot. Yeah, almost life size. Like,
and then
should we be keeping track of the Ross Perot references at this point? Because
probably
I feel like we've almost gotten as many of those as we have gotten Joey saying "whoa."
Yeah.
At this point,
they move on though. You know what I mean? Like, they must write in clusters.
Yeah.
It's like they'll dunk on the Ku Klux Klan guy for about 3 weeks in a row and then never reference him again. And like, it's just Ross Perot's time. He's been referenced in the last 3.
It feels like it's been a lot with Ross Perot.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess they did kind of go back to him. No, scratch that. They've dragged him throughout the whole series off and on. Yeah.
They have. It's been a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man.
Anyway, the girls get up and leave, and I want to get up and leave. But then Vinny is back, and he's like this gem, this savior, right? He's like, I fixed it up. I added things. It's better than it was before, and it's painted green. And Blossom's like, F you.
Yeah.
She's
like the car was yellow
about this.
Yeah.
And he's like, just lie. Like, just say you got it as a gift. You painted it green. She's like, no, shut up. That's never going to work. And he's like, well, I spent the last 2 days of my life doing this, so you're welcome.
Yeah.
Like,
but then he was like, rightfully, he was like, well, then why don't you just tell him the truth? Like, if this isn't going to work, then just tell him what happened.
Why did I work on this for 2 days?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I was so annoyed. I was like, God, am I Team Vinny suddenly? Like, what is happening? Why is this episode?
Wow.
I was like,
Turning
Blossom,
you
suck, Blossom. And he was like, tell him it was a gift. You got it painted. And she's like, no, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
It's like, why isn't that going to work, Blossom? That's a great thing because he like added like heated ashtrays and stuff. Like, he put all the bells and whistles on. It's like,
yeah,
that's your perfect out, Blossom. You did it, and then maybe he'd like Vinny a little more. It's like everything works with Vinny's idea, and she's just like completely disregards it. I hate this episode. This is dumb.
All right, so we get the last scene of the show here. Nick returns from his trip. He asks if anything went on while they're away. Joey tells him about the bikini models, and Nick's like, yeah, okay, Joey, sure. And they're watching one of Grandma's movies. And Nick recognizes Genevieve and said that he was always nuts about her. And then they tell her that Buzz married her. And Nick, like, instead of being like, yeah, okay, sure, like, he almost just believes it right away.
That didn't really pay off.
No, it didn't at all.
This is such a weird written episode. There's
no like, well, what was he doing getting married? And they're like, oh, don't worry. Buzz was up here banging her all night in your house, Nick.
Yeah, well, you missed Sixth with her giant hat goes to take the road test.
Yeah.
But so here's the payoff. After all that, the car is stolen, and Nick doesn't even see it.
Yeah. Well,
But
was that it? Like, was the car actually stolen?
I
I
think
didn't
so.
understand this at all.
And then Nick's super happy because he can get insurance.
Yeah, he's like,
And
oh,
so
I'm
it was
gonna get
like
a new
all
car. He's
that
like,
for nothing. So if I'm Vinny, I'm
Yeah.
like triple pissed.
yeah,
'Cause I just
for
wasted the
sure.
last 2 days trying to save my girlfriend, and she
Yeah.
threw it back in my face, and now the car is stolen. And it's like, well, even if the car was busted when it was stolen, that's still gonna come out in like the claim, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was dumb. It was just
None
thumbs
of this
down to
makes
this.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So he
then
calls
so he's on
in.
the phone. He's calling in that the car was stolen, and then Blossom's like trying to interrupt and tell him what happened. And then the episode ends here with Blossom telling Nick that Buzz wrecked the car, and then everybody just like nods in agreement, and the episode fucking ends. Like,
Yeah. I will say that at least they had at least a callback. Like, for the first time, apparently, in the episode, somebody remembered what happened more than 10 seconds ago with that callback. So,
yeah, yeah, I guess so.
I'm grading on a curve, and I'll give him credit for that. But yeah, he's calling it in, and he's so excited that he can get insurance money. He's like, it's yellow, and Blossom's like, it's green, it's green. Oh, yeah, mercy kill this episode.
Yeah,
It
not a
wasn't
good
great.
episode.
It wasn't like super bad, but it wasn't great. And I said I'd
Yeah.
rather take a lackluster regular episode like this than a terrible out of the box episode like that high school president one we did a couple months ago.
Yeah, that's a good
You know?
point. I
I
would
was like,
agree with
this
that,
sucks, but at least this is what the show should be. You know,
Overall,
they're trying and
overall, I
failing
would say
on the main. They're on the main road, trying and failing with a lazy episode
Right.
instead of being like, oh, let's do something wacky this week. That just is terrible.
Yeah. I would say overall we got a string of like 3 really good episodes back to back.
Yeah.
And now we just got like one that was just kind of like, nah. So I don't know if it just stood out more of like, because the last few were really good, but like, yeah, I really didn't like this episode.
All right,
None of it made sense.
Lesson of the day, and I never thought
Let's
this.
do it.
It's about Vinny. Here's my lesson of the day.
Okay.
If someone tries to help you out of a jam, don't be a bitch about it. Vinny, who Nick hates, fixes cars. Six and Blossom smashed the car while illegally driving, and Vinny fixed it for free and added features and painted it and was like, tell him this is a gift. And she's like, no, you failed, Vinny.
Yeah.
It was probably the first time I ever sided with Vinny on anything. Like, he did it. Blossom, he did the impossible. He fixed the car, he got you out of jail, he covered your tracks, and he even offered you a great cover story that leaves you looking better than before you smashed the car. And she is just like, no. She's like Stan.
Not good enough.
Trying to get Eminem's autograph. Just waited for him and just said no.
It's a very good lesson.
Guess
You're
that's
right.
why they call it window pane. That one was forced, but no.
That's
I didn't get
works,
that.
right?
Of all the things wrong with this episode, it was like, why is Vinny eating crap for this when he literally
Yeah.
saved the day?
Yeah, I agree.
All right, man.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
That's the pits,
all right.
and here come the pits.
Let's go to the pit. So yeah, Monica, Lauren, and April Storms, as he said before, they're their real names. This is Monica's only acting credit. And April's credits are Blossom, and her only other credit is the Hulk Hogan masterpiece, Thunder in Paradise.
Hell yeah. I mean,
And
imagine being part of that Academy Award cast,
yeah, right?
right?
Yeah. Gladys Holland played Genevieve Lachère. Okay, and I'll let's play a little
they're
game.
gonna crash their jet skis, dude. You gotta get out there, bro. They're gonna
You gotta go
drown,
save
dude.
them, brother.
Brother. Oh no. Get out there, dude. Let me tell you something, Thunder in Paradise. Okay, yeah. We can't do another wrestling episode. Keep going.
Yeah, no, we get it. Yeah, so Gladys Holland as Genevieve Lachère, which is who Buzz married. And we'll play a little game here, Curtis.
Okay.
Buzz married her in this episode. Will we ever see her again on the show?
Hold on, I'm gonna make this work. Phenom. Will I ever see her again, Phenom?
I do not. I do not.
Didn't mean to play it twice, but it almost
That
worked.
was great.
It worked.
That was amazing.
It totally worked double because we do not. She's in the pit. We never see her again.
Amazing.
Oh, that was great.
Yep, as all things happen.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, man. That's all mine.
It's
What do we got next?
Next week, we got season 3, episode 18, Mystery Train.
Oh.
Ooh.
That
I didn't know.
sounds
Mystery
mysterious.
Train.
Yeah, what do
No.
you think that would be about?
I hope it's not Blossom gets drunk and passes out again.
Well, I'm sure more episodes like that are coming.
Mystery,
We're almost done season 3, man.
Mystery Train, Sal. Train.
Oh, God.
All right,
dude.
all right, jeez. All right.
9 more episodes of season 3.
There's that many more?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I think it's the longest season.
That's it. Yeah, you're like, that's it? Wow, that is long, man. Wow. All right. That's it. That's all I got.
Fade to black.